On this ad account, we spend about $92,000, and our other ad account, we spend about $53,000, and we have so many other ad accounts that we spend so much money on in consistently scaling and finding a winning product. Now, why am I showing you this? This is mostly for those people that you get sales, but you can't stay consistent scaling. I'm gonna show you how you can get your product scaling for longer than a week or two, or a couple days, but actually scaling over and over and over again. So if that's you, keep watching. What's going on, beautiful people? It's Naz here with another video showing you how I am able to consistently scale every single month. And I get a lot of questions on Instagram, Facebook. People tell me, hey, I got a couple sales here. I can't scale, like my product was killing it for a week or two and is not performing anymore. And so many times, because like I don't have time to answer everybody, I don't get to answer, when I get like request messages or any of that. But I wish I could tell them, hey, there's so many things you can try to get your product going. And if you try all that and doesn't work, then you can move on. So if you're here and you've been getting sales, you can't scale your product, I'm gonna talk about it, okay? Stay with me. First of all, just so you can get an idea, I'm gonna show you a couple of our like months and days in sales. So for example, I don't know, let's say October 28th, with just so you can get an idea of day-to-day life of what am I talking about. This is one of our stores. Let's say from this, let's look at November. Let's look at whole November. We did about over $112,000, and then just so you can get an idea, day to day is different. Sometimes we might do 4,000, sometimes we might do 10,000. Sometimes, sometimes we might not even do that good of a money. Just to keep it real, everybody's gonna have bad days and everybody's gonna have really, really good days, okay? Not every day is gonna be the same. So let's just kind of get an example again, like December 16, just to get an idea, $5,000, let's say, I don't know, January 21st, for example, we did about $4,000. So like $4,000 or $5,000, about 28% profit is being like a thing like around, very consistently for us on this store. And as you guys know, like the last months, the last one was Chinese New Year. It was a little bit harder to scale as much as we wanted to, but you get an idea. If you want to get to the place that you want to make, I don't know, $1,000 profit, $2,000 profit a day, keep watching. Now, the main question is, how do I scale in 2023 on TikTok ads? I hear you. I get a lot of messages, people being frustrated with TikTok ads. And I totally understand. It's such a brand new platform. A lot of people struggle with making creatives. Number one thing that I want you to focus on before even watching this video is get your creatives right. Creatives are so important. You can make any product a winning product if you have a right creative for it. Now, what do I do? What do I do, first of all, that I be able to scale products for months and years? I think one of our winning products is going into a year now of consistently scaling. This is another store. But what do I do that I can get it to scale for that long? Now, here's the thing. First of all, you have to have a good product that people want to buy, obviously. I like to go after, when I'm looking for products, I use PP ads to find winning products. And it's not necessarily the way you think I use it. PP ads is a platform. I'll put the link down below if you want to go check it out. That's how I find my winning products. But it's not necessarily how you think I use it. It's mostly to see how, I have a whole video. You can go watch it. I'll put it also down below. You can just search my 3 best method of 2023 product research and then watch that. Let's get to the point. The first question is why do my ads die so quickly? You might have a day or 2 days of good days and then your ads consistently die. Here's our issue. With TikTok, the platform is fairly new compared to other platforms. So they're not exactly the best in finding the right audience, or I do believe that your creatives can get exhausted pretty quickly. So what I like to do, we like to push out 5, when I have something getting sales, we like to push out 5, 6 creatives daily. We change up the first 3 seconds, 4 seconds, so the scroll stopper, you want to have it as catchy as you can. Try to put as many creatives as you can out there. And if your creatives, if you feel like you have a bad day or two, don't worry. Sometimes even we have a day or two in a week that is not super profitable. Don't worry about it. If you're not losing crazy amount of money, don't worry about it. Try again next day. So don't confuse a bad day with a bad product, okay? That's first thing. Second thing is make sure that you consistently push out creatives. Make your own creatives. Order the product, go order your own products and then make the best creatives that you can. Now, how do I make great creatives? This is how I teach my people to make me creatives. What I do, the product that I have that is winning, I like to go to winning product section and get inspiration from all these videos on PP ads that are already winning. This is one way that I use PP ads. I watch all these videos and I send them to my influencers, to people that edit videos. I tell them that get inspiration from these winning creatives and make the video of a different product similar to these videos, because there's a reason why these videos got clicks and getting views and getting sales, and they're winning creatives. If you make another video that is semi-similar to winning creatives, chances are you have a high chances of winning. So that's number one tip for you guys. Number two, I do believe that there is such a thing as a bad ad account. So you might want to test on different ad accounts. There's times that I look at people's ad accounts and then they consistently getting bad numbers on every single product they're testing. Now, why does that happen? I do believe that TikTok thinks that you're not the best advertiser if you kept getting bad numbers. Now, even if you improve your creatives and then you get better as you go, you're not gonna get the best clicks and best CPC, best CPM and all that. Because of that, that's why I have like hundreds of ad accounts. We test on different ad accounts and we scale on different ad accounts to make sure that, it's being fair, like not one ad accounts perform as the same as the other ad account. So make sure that you test on different ad accounts. Some ad accounts they don't perform whatsoever. I know it's super annoying because you can't tell. The only way to say is if you connect two ad accounts to one store and then test the same products on two ad accounts, then that's gonna give you an idea if your ad account is performing well or not. Number three is test on new pixels. This is the craziest thing and the life-changing one for me personally. I've heard this method that people disconnect their pixel, and I was so confused because I didn't want to disconnect my pixel. I want to see where my sales are coming from. And a lot of people were scaling like months after months with disconnected pixel. And I was so frustrated. What I did, instead of disconnecting my pixel, which basically when you disconnect your pixel, it never comes out of learning phase. So it consistently find new audience. What I did is I consistently create new pixels. So maybe daily, even like every other day. Well, when we do this, you force your pixel to find new audience with your new creative. Now that gives you a chance to reset all of your ads and find the new audience for you. This being honestly life-changing for me personally. It does make a difference. I notice that new pixels do better. They find new audience. I do believe that's what happens. And then they get you better sales, bring your CPA down, and it just performs much better. Number four, this is another thing. I've seen people scale with CBO. I've seen people doing lowest cost. None of them ever work for me for scaling. I've tested CBOs and lowest cost and all that. They last for like a day or two. They do great. Next day completely crashes and loses like literally all the profit that I made. It would just be gone. So I don't really scale with CBO anymore. The best method that I found is doing manual bidding. If you actually go to one of my ad accounts, let's say we're going here. If you click on ad group, you'll see, I have so many ad groups. And you'll see I do higher budget, let's say $340 in budget or even $1,000 budget, but I do manual bidding. I set my cost cap anything between 8 to 10. That's literally how I scale all my products, every single one of them. Honestly, I don't see any of my products being scaled if I didn't use this method. And nobody ever talks about it. I do believe this is one of the main reasons why I can keep my ads consistently going. Basically what happens when you set your cost cap, when you say $8 or $10, I don't usually go anything higher than $12 if your product is a little bit higher price. When you do that, you're forcing your ad account not to spend your money unless it can get you sales for certain amounts. So under $10 when you're forcing it. So you see some of them are $1,000. I have a lot of ad groups. So if they're not spending, it's because I have thousands, and I have a lot of look at the ad group total 4,621 ad groups. I have a lot of ad groups. So this is the main reason that I do believe that helps a lot with scaling. You don't have to worry about your ads. They're not going to overspend for no reason. You're forcing your ads to only spend if you're getting sales. Not necessarily, they don't spend crazy amount if they don't get sales. With lowest cost and CBO, they don't care. They spend your money, and you might get sale, you might not get sale. So it's not my favorite way of scaling. I've tried it so many times too, so many times, but it just doesn't stay consistent. I'm looking for consistency. Every single month, I want to be able to make good amount of profit. And the best way is doing manual bidding. So manual bidding, if you've never tried it, please try it. I've talked to so many people that they're like, oh, what is that? And they've been running ads for years. They don't ever do manual bidding. So try manual bidding. Like, it changes your life. And I think that's why I can go from like, the average dropshipping profit is like 15 to 20%. I can go from 20 to like 28, sometimes 30% profit. We have days that is like even 40%. It's crazy. Yeah, manual bidding is the way to go. It really, really brings your CPA down and it helps you be way more profitable. All right, so let's get to the good part. Is people asking me, you're getting sales, you got like 5 sales, 6 sales, 7 sales. When do I scale? At what point I start scaling my ads? Where is it that I need to like be like, okay, this is it, I need to scale my ads? I got messages. People be like, hey, I got 2 sales. How do I scale? I look at their ads. The CPC is like $30. The CPM is like $25. And then CTR, click-through rate, is like 0.2%. You can't scale that. You have to put new creatives out there. So here's the thing. The key is you need to have good CPC, good CPM, good CTR, and really, really good, obviously, CPA, cost per acquisition, to be able to scale. When do I scale? I personally wait at least I have 5 to 10 consistent sales. So let's say you have a creative, you look at your creatives, you're like, okay, this creative is getting like 5, 6, 7 sales, consistently staying profitable. You look at your profit, you're profitable. You go on to Countify. Countify is a platform I use to calculate my profit. It looks like it's profitable. Okay, great. I wait, like I said, 5 to 10. If you want to be sure, wait till you have 10 sales. Then at that point, I start, okay, maybe this product is scalable, okay? Now, the first attempt to scale, what I like to do is duplicate the profitable ad group. So let's say you have an ad group that is super profitable. 10 times into $100 budget, okay? You do $100 budget, 10 ad groups. So it's total of $1,000. And then you set your cost cap for $8 to $10. That's literally my first step. I actually do $1,000 budget, but it doesn't really make that much of a difference because if it's not supposed to spend your money, if you're not profitable, it won't spend your money, if that makes sense. So manual bidding is the way to go. I do $8 to $10 and I set the ads for next day. So now you have your winning creative, you have your winning ad duplicated for next day, midnight, and then $100 budget, $8 to $10. Now you wait till midday. You kill the bad ad groups. Most likely, this is your first attempt to scale. If your product is scalable, you should be profitable. If it's not, then I would put more creatives out there. I would send the product out to like 10 influencers, get more videos done, and then test the product again with this method. See if it's getting profitable. If it's profitable, great. You can do the same things over and over and over again and then increase the budget and scale that product. Now, there's so many things obviously go through it. There's like exception, there's like this, there's that, there's this, but this is literally the method that I do for every single product I've been scaling. So if you never tried manual bidding, please try it and let me know how it does. This is my favorite way. And yeah. All right, this is basically me summarizing how we scale our products. If you're interested in working with me one-on-one, I'm looking for 2 people to help start their business on TikTok and teach them TikTok ads, teach them how to find products and all that. If that's you and you want to work with me one-on-one, I have 2 spots available for next month. Go ahead and DM me right here on Instagram, the word Scale My Business 2023. I'll ask you a couple questions to see if you're qualified to work with us, and then we'll go from there. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you like this video. It helps the channel grow, and I'll see you guys on the next video.